I'm here at the Asia Pacific Medical Center in Calibo, Auckland. I have an appointment with my endocrinologist. An endocrinologist is a kidney doctor. I had all my lab work. I have all my lab work here, my urine analysis, more blood work results, and I even had a. All right, thank you, boss. Thank you, boss. I'm ordering food. I'm ordering food. I'm waiting for my appointment, so I got me a lemonade. A lemonade here. This one is lemonade in Yakult. Yakult is probiotics. It's good for your stomach. So I had this lemonade and Yakult and a cookie. And a cookie. I got me a cookie. So I have all my lab work, my urine analysis, and then I also had a abdominal ultrasound here at the Asia Pacific Medical Center. I got my results here, my kidney, my liver, and prostate. So everything's good. Everything's good. All my reports. I just wanted to share with you my experience here at the Asia Pacific Medical Center. The way appointments here work, because it's different here in the Philippines when it comes to your medical appointment. When you have a medical appointment here in the Philippines, like the doctor, my endocrinologist, her scheduled clinic here is from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And what happens is that 1 p.m. everybody shows up for an appointment. Like I had scheduled this appointment about a week ago, and hey, what's up, Pinoy, Washington? Good evening from Seattle. All right, thank you for joining the live stream here. I was just talking about my appointment. What happens here when you show up? Everybody's got like a 1 p.m. appointment here at Asia Pacific Medical Center. So when I show up, I don't even know what number I am. But when I looked on the list, I'm number 24. And there's people after me, after 24. So basically, when the doctor shows up at 1 p.m., she starts seeing patient number 1, patient number 2, and I'm number 24. So it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while for my appointment. And actually, the doctor, I was sitting there in the waiting area, and the doctor actually was sleeping. It was sleeping. This was like about 10 minutes ago. The doctor was leaving. She said she was going to lunch. So everybody kind of just looked around. So now that's why I figured, well, I'm going to get me a drink while the doctor is at lunch, because it could be a while for her to go to lunch and then to come back and then start going down the list again. Like I said, appointments here in the Philippines, when you have an appointment here, it could be 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You just have to be patient if you have a medical appointment here. It's not the same in the U.S. where if you have a medical appointment, let's say a 1 p.m. appointment, you're the only 1 p.m. on the schedule. Here, when the doctors have a clinic here, you'll have like sometimes 50, 60 people on the list. Really have to show a lot of patience. That's the thing that you're gonna learn here in the Philippines. If you're not a patient person, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle here in the Philippines. Bama, hey Gino, good afternoon. Hey Bama, I got me a lemonade with a Yakult. Yakult is like the probiotic, good for your stomach, and I have a piece of chocolate chip cookie here. I'm eating here. This is a cafe, really nice cafe here at the Asia Pacific Medical Center here. It's on the third floor. Third floor is this cafe, barista and everything. I mean, really fancy cafe here. Let me just show you real quick. I'm not supposed to film anything here in the hospital, so just show you real quick the cafe here. Right there, look at that. Really nice cafe. They got barista, they got cookies, cinnamon, they even have empanadas, cheesecake, I see cheesecake, and chicken sandwich. So they got food. They got pretty good food here at this cafe at the Asia Pacific Medical Center. Hello, bro Gino. It's the Filipino way of medical appointment system. It is. It is. And that's why I wanted to explain that to the viewers, subscribers. That way you know what to expect when you come here to the Philippines. It's not the same the way it is like if you have a dental appointment here. Same thing at the dental appointment. I just had a dental appointment here a couple of days ago. My dental appointment was at 11. I showed up there and there's people there waiting. So it's like you take turns at 11 until the doctor sees you. Needs a lot of patience. Yes, you need a lot of patience. Keep yourself busy. Yeah, like this. I'm doing a live stream really quick just so to kill the time here. That way I can at least explain to you. But Asia Pacific Medical Center, really top-notch hospital here. Highly recommend this hospital. My dentist, all my oncologists, endocrinologist, everybody is here at Asia Pacific Medical Center. Real blessing for us here in Kalibo that we now have Asia Pacific Medical Center here. Starbucks? No, unfortunately, here in Aklan Province, we do not have a Starbucks. The only Starbucks in Aklan Province is in Boracay Island. Everything's in Boracay Island. You got Starbucks in Boracay Island, Army Navy, a restaurant. You got Kenny Rogers Roasters. Kenny Rogers Roasters, pretty popular now here in the Philippines. And then we have McDonald's, of course. That's in Boracay. They used to have a Pizza Hut, but I think that shut down. The Pizza Hut shut down in Boracay. What's weather like in Scotland, mate? Scotland? I don't know what the weather is like in Scotland, mate. But here in the Philippines today, sunny. I mean, it's in the low 90s. Very hot today here in Kalibo, Aklan. Hey, what's up? What's up, Michael S? Hey, I just watched your live stream. Yeah, you and Shay, man. You're like on the what's that? The Boulevard area again, or? But good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you, Michael S. I did watch the video when you guys were like on the tricycle walking around. You had that chicken breast. You had 2 chicken breasts and the rice, and Che had the 2 rice with the fried chicken. You know, it's like all for 380 pesos, man. That's an awesome deal, man. That's an awesome deal. Thank you for this. Is gonna be just a quick live stream. I'm not gonna stay long on the live stream. I just wanted to explain a little bit how medical appointments are handled here. A lot different from medical appointments in the U.S. Here, if you have a medical appointment, you really have to show a lot of patience. And actually, my friend, I have a friend right now. I just visited him. He's on the 5th floor. He got admitted. Another thing that's different here in the Philippines that's gonna like surprise you for sure is if you need blood. Like my friend got admitted and he needed blood, right, from the Red Cross. When you need blood here, what you're required to do here is somebody in your family has to donate blood in order to get blood from the Red Cross. I know that is different. Most of the time when you're in a hospital in the US, you just get blood, you know, the hospital maintains blood. But here it doesn't work like that. If you need like 2 pints of blood, more likely you need 2 donors from your family to donate blood at the Red Cross. In the hospitals, they don't even have blood here in the hospitals. You have to go get it from the Red Cross here in Kalibo. That's how it works. Because my friend, he was explaining to me that's what they had to do for him. They had to get blood at the Red Cross, and you got to bring a cooler. You got to bring a cooler to the Red Cross because when you pick up the blood, they issue you the blood, and you got to carry the blood in a cooler. I know a lot of that. There, you know, in the U.S., you know, I just don't see that happening. You know, my background in the U.S., I worked in the medical field for like 27 years. You're never going to see that. You're never going to see people handling blood. You know, that is left with the professionals, the licensed people. But here, man, the Red Cross will give you the blood in your cooler and you got to carry that blood to the hospital. Just some of the different dynamics here in the Philippines. Wanted to share that because I'm sure not many people are aware of that. My Filipino American life. Hello from California. All right, hello from California. I used to live in California. I used to live in Long Beach, California, is where I graduated high school. So I'm familiar with California. You gives like a doctor vibe. Me, a doctor? No, man. I work in the medical field now. 27 years I was in the medical field, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not rich. I'm not rich. I knew it. I knew it. All right. Pinoy, Pinoy. Do you get your medicine on the hospital too? Can a family member of the patient can stay overnight? Do you know how? All right, a lot of questions, a lot of questions. Hey, I like that. I like that you have a lot of questions. Do you get medicine? They do have a pharmacy here in the hospital, but very limited. If your doctor writes a prescription, either as an outpatient or either as an inpatient, if the medicine is here, you're lucky. You can just get the medicine here. But if you don't have the medicine here, somebody has to go get the medicine for you. The hospital is not required to get the medicine, like especially like prescription drugs. They might not carry it here in the hospital. That's why here in the Philippines, you are required what is called a watcher. If you get admitted here at Asia Pacific Medical Center, most hospitals in the Philippines, you're gonna need a watcher. A watcher is the person that's gonna stay with you in the room. That's your second question right there. I'm seeing that. Can a family member of a patient stay overnight? You are required to have a watcher. You cannot stay by yourself in your room. So something to think about if you're like single coming here. A lot of expats, they kind of like do agreements with other expats. Hey, if I get admitted, you be my watcher. If you get admitted, I'll be your watcher, kind of deal. That's how I would set that up. But somebody has to stay with you in the room because there's things like getting blood, getting medicine. There's a lot of different things that you'll need that your watcher is going to be doing that. Like if you need money, right? Because here in the Philippines, if you need lab work, you need X-ray. Your first stop here is the cashier. It's not like on credit here where you can just accumulate the bills. Here in the hospital here, before they do the X-ray, before they do the lab, you have to pay the cashier. And if you're sick, if you got an IV, you can't walk to the cashier. You're gonna need somebody your watcher. A watcher is required here in the Philippines. How much a night? That it just depends on how much per night. If it's a private room, if it's a shared room, how many people in the room, just depends on what type of room you get. They do have like executive suite private rooms here, own bathroom and all that. But they do have shared rooms where you would share with a patient. I have a doctor face. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a doctor face is. Bay Area here. Okay, Bay Area. San Francisco area. Oakland. All right. We are moving to the Philippines next year. Semi-permanent. Hope we can meet you. All right, hey, if you make it to Aklan Province, if you make it to Boracay, you'll meet me in person. You'll meet me in person. Actually, I'm supposed to, there's a friend, they're staying in Boracay right now. I just got a text message from him and he said he'd like to take me out to lunch. So maybe next week, maybe November 11th, when I pick up Stevie at the Caticlan Airport, I'll stop in Boracay and have lunch with him. Because they're moving to Boracay, they wanted to get information for me regarding Boracay. I used to live in Boracay. I lived like 18 months in Boracay. Been going to Boracay since like 2011, so I'm familiar with rentals, condominiums, apartments. I can help people secure that for them in Boracay Island. You look healthy and happy. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that you said that. Not too long ago, after my cancer treatments, I was like 119 pounds after my chemotherapy and my radiation. So now I'm like 148 pounds. So like I'm blessed, brother. 2.5 years ago, I've been cancer free now for 2.5 years. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing after what I had to go through with my cancer treatments. Pinoy, I'm a retired military too. All right, all right. Retired United States Air Force here. Right there. United States Air Force retired. Like you, Gino. So they do accept. Oh yeah, accept Tricare. Asia Pacific Medical Center. This hospital here is Tricare certified. When it's a Tricare certified, I have to pay for all my tests, all of everything that they do. I got to pay for all this, and then I file online with Tricare, and Tricare reimburses me 75%. The money goes to my bank in the U.S. direct deposit. You just have to designate a direct deposit bank, and they'll send you the money. Usually within 30 days. Usually within 30 days. PhilHealth. I've always had PhilHealth, man. When I landed in the Philippines 14 years ago, I joined PhilHealth. I don't know if you're dual citizen. I don't know if you're a Filipino citizen. But like me, I'm dual citizen. My PhilHealth was 400 pesos a month. 4,800 a year. So less than $100. If you're not a Filipino citizen, if you're an expat, PhilHealth is about 17,000. 17,000 pesos. Includes your wife, includes your family. So just doesn't cover you. Yeah, I covered it. I covered it, man. If you're citizen, a dual citizen, if you're Filipino citizen, American citizen, 4,800 pesos a year, less than 100. And if you're not a Filipino citizen, 17,000 pesos, under 300 for the year. Not bad. And I recommend getting PhilHealth because it would save you here. PhilHealth is basically a discount card. It's not full insurance here in the Philippines, but it gives you a lot of discount with like for me, I saved like thousands of dollars on my radiation treatment because I had PhilHealth. And then when you turn 60, if you're Filipino dual citizen, once you turn 60, PhilHealth is free. It's like you're a senior citizen at 60 here, and you no longer have to pay PhilHealth. Like me, I'm 59, so next year PhilHealth would be free with my senior card. But I'm also considered PWD here now because of my cancer. I got me one of these PWD, like the PWD ID. So I don't pay PhilHealth. Since I was diagnosed with cancer, I no longer have to pay PhilHealth. It's been free for me the past 2.5 years here. But once you become a senior, 60 years old, your PhilHealth is free. Yay! Meet you there. All right, meet you there. All right, my friend. Can you apply for PhilHealth regardless of your financial status? Dual here. Apply. I mean, for PhilHealth, if you're like, they do have a thing here in the Philippines, like if based on your income here in the Philippines, I think they call it indigenous. I don't want to say the word, but people that can't afford PhilHealth, they do have a program for them where lesser payment, or sometimes they don't even make them pay. Just depends on how much money you make. But you're coming from the US, so you got money. You're gonna have to pay, man. You're gonna have to pay when you get here if you're retired. I'm Filipino born, but a US citizen. Oh, okay. What you are considered, if you're Filipino born, US citizen, naturalized citizen in the United States, your birth certificate still entitles you to like own land here. Even if you're not if you don't apply for dual citizenship, you still can get a senior card. My friend Ruben, he's not dual citizen. I got him a senior card here in Calibo. So you're eligible for some things, but When you become a dual citizen, that's when, like the PhilHealth issue. I mean, for me, the benefit, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to become a dual citizen. You can just avail the balikbayan privilege. Balikbayan privilege is like when you land in the Philippines, show your Philippine birth certificate, 1 year, you're good. Yeah, you don't pay any fees or anything. It's not a visa. People always make that mistake, call it a balikbayan visa. There's no such thing as a balikbayan visa. It's called a balikbayan privilege because you have a Philippine birth certificate. You'll always be a Filipino. So when you come to the airport, they'll stamp you 1 year privilege. You can stay, no fees at all. And you can even extend that if you want to extend that before the year. But if you leave before the year, like that's what most balikbayan do, they'll just go to Taiwan, they go to Vietnam, go to Thailand, come back, and then your 1 year starts again. And also, if you have, if your spouse is not Filipino, not a balikbayan, let's say you married an American, right? And they don't have a birth certificate. If they fly with you, your kids, if they were born in the U.S., your kids born in the U.S., they're not Filipinos. But if they fly with you, they also get the balikbayan privilege when you land here in Manila or Cebu. Do they check your account to qualify? Here in California, you have to show tax return, etc. Okay, I'm Filipino born. I don't know, what your concern is there, my Filipino American life, because you're not going to be eligible for like anything here in the Philippines, like considered low income. Yeah, they won't check it, but to me, it's like, it's not the big amount, right? For somebody coming to the U.S., it's like I would see trying to get, you're kind of taking benefits from Filipinos that probably need it more, So I don't know, I would just pay, man. Like, if you got a Philippine birth certificate, you're only gonna pay, you're not gonna pay the high amount, And then PhilHealth is recommended, but you don't even have to have PhilHealth. I know many people here choose not to have PhilHealth. Okay, got it. So different here and there, but it's okay. It is what it is. Gotta go with the flow, adapt, right? Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's like the Philippines is different. The Philippines is different. PhilHealth accept balikbayan privilege. Does my 45% VA military count to? No, it doesn't. If you are not dual citizen, if you're not a Filipino citizen, you do not get a PWD card here. Just because it's a benefit for Filipinos only. You would have to get like a Philippine citizenship. Like me, I'm dual citizen. When I moved here, initially, I was just doing the balikbayan privilege till I decided to get Filipino citizenship. That way, I don't have to exit. I can stay here in the Philippines forever. It's like, I can live here forever. Nobody, I'm a Filipino citizen now. I'm dual. I'm American citizen, I'm Filipino citizen. But even if you become a Filipino citizen, being 45% VA disability, they'll still run you through like but I don't think you'll get the PW card that I have because here I got diagnosed with cancer here, and cancer is one of the things they consider here that's 100% disabled here in the Philippines. All right. I'm gonna end the live stream. Like I said, I just wanted to give you like a quick rundown on how hospital appointments, blood work, how medical care here in the Philippines. I just wanted to do a quick spiel on that, quick live stream. Everyone is afraid of us moving in the Philippines because of typhoon, corruption, hot weather, etc. But we love the Philippines too much. My kids love it there. To each his own. Yeah, I mean, moving to the Philippines is never an easy thing. Even if you're like Filipino-born, naturalized citizen in the United States, it's a big leap. It's a big change, especially if you got kids, But I do know people from the United States, from Canada, they're moving here to the Philippines now with kids. I have friends in Iloilo City right now. They have a 7-year-old, 4-year-old. They moved to Iloilo City from Canada. So it's being done now, I guess, because there's so much stuff going on in the Canada, in the U.S. It's gotten too expensive. People are having second thoughts about raising their kids in America. They're finding that it's cheaper here. Good environment for kids to grow up. Philippines is very religious, very traditional. People here respect their elders. Respect in general is very high here in the Philippines. Fortunately, I left America 14 years ago, and I don't recognize how America is now. It's like people are just so angry at each other. Can't get along. Everything's like there's conflict. It's like I've even heard civil war. Something like, I'm like, come on, man. It's like we're all Americans, but that's why I think a lot of people are escaping to Southeast Asia. Not just the Philippines. People are moving to Vietnam, Thailand, you name it. All right, I'm going to end the live stream right here. Again, thank you for joining the live stream. I appreciate the short live stream here at Asia Pacific Medical Center. I understand I have 3 more years on my federal government job. Then I can apply dual citizenship. Yeah, and if you apply for dual citizenship, do it in America. A lot easier process to do it in America. If you do it here in the Philippines, you have to go to the Manila, the main office of the Bureau of Immigration. It's a pain. Anytime you have to deal with government agencies here, do it in America. Go to a Philippine consulate in America. There's one in Texas, California, New York. Get it done there. Easy peasy. You'll get your Philippine citizenship back. Dual citizen once you arrive here. We love your channel. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone that's always watching our channel, our live streams. I appreciate it. Take care, bro. Gino. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'm trying, brother. That's why I'm here at the hospital, always getting checked, man. I'm just trying to stay healthy. Again, I appreciate your time. Thank you, everyone. And everyone, please stay blessed. Stay blessed.